how do I now become the best version of myself? And we can, you're all part of Joel's community because it's a birds of a feather flock together, and like-minded people will attract similar people. So I assume you're all on a personal development journey, especially salespeople, because salespeople, it's probably the most fun job you can have in terms of, okay, well, how can I invest in myself, develop a skill, and then you can see it almost immediately, sort of results, which is great. But how do I now become the best version of myself? And I guarantee you most people are missing the most important part. Yes, we need to say, right, how do I upskill myself? How do I set goals? How do I, bring some purpose and direction into my life? But there are laws that are governing promotion. Promotion isn't something that just happens. There are laws that govern it. And one thing that I say to my team constantly, so before I get into what I say to my team, is just to give you context, I set what is called a big, hairy, audacious goal. It's called a BHAG. Now, the BHAG that we set was to get to 25 million by 2025. That's not big anymore, because we've achieved it. So I now set a new goal for the team to say, how we get to 35 mil by end of 2025. Great. And now that I've set that and I communicated in front of 25 people and I say, this is where we're going. My job is to now say, well, what's in it for you? How do you evolve as a human being on this journey as we're going through as a company? And then when I've set that, I'm now sowing seeds in their mind to get them to find where the fires are. What do I mean by that? So how do they test if gold is real? They put it through the fire, they put it on an acid, and the acid will determine whether or not the gold is real. To find your true self, to find who you really are, you have to go through fire. And what that actually means is practicing a Buddhist, I like spirituality, is practicing a Buddhist concept, non-judgment. And it doesn't mean we're not going to judge, we can use it in so many different contexts, but I'm using it in the context of promotion, which is why you're here. How do we get to the next level in that? We can go through the motion of setting goals and building our skill set and, going on this journey. But what is the fires that you are currently going through? Because that fire, once we get to a point of saying, I don't believe in good or bad. I believe there just is. Non-judgment. Whenever the shit hits the fan, whenever the stuff happens to you that's like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? In personal life, in professional life, in whatever, because it's all intertwined, just know that the law of polarity means that the more you want this, the higher you want that to go, you have to deal with the shit here. So there's an intertwining in relationship between the fires you have to fight and the level of success that you want. So it ain't easy. And one thing that I teach, one thing that I'm passionate about is what I call the warrior mindset. And the warrior mindset is saying, how do I now take ownership of this journey? I'm preparing myself with the tools of the battle. Samurai warrior, say centered in my heart. Swords, shield, right, I'm going. And I know there's going to be shit coming up. There's going to be fires that I have to go through. But once I've gone through that fire, wow, I become something more. And you actually become a much better human being by accepting your battles, accepting the challenges in life, by accepting the shit that you've attracted in your life by setting that goal. We need to get clear on this. As soon as we set that goal to be here, we attract the shit. Because God, creator, life, the universe, whatever you want to call it, says, right, okay, I'm going to test your commitment to that goal. How much do you really want? So I actually get really excited when shit happens. And my staff are freaking out. But we got this one's handing in their notice. We can't find enough salespeople for the desk, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, great. It means we're going somewhere. This is what we've attracted now in order for us to get to that next level. And as a team, as individuals, we'll become a lot more by, yes, addressing the challenges, by going through the fire and learning from the mistakes.